What's up, Bulls Nation? Welcome back to Let's Talk Bulls, your number one Bulls podcast in Chicago. On tonight's episode, we're going to talk about the Chicago Bulls losing in a close one in overtime to the Milwaukee Bucks. They could not pull it out despite great games from Coby White and DeMar DeRozan. But I got to give this team credit. They came out, they played with heart, and they didn't give up at any point in this game. We're going to talk about that and how the Bulls could have improved in this game right after the intro.
Give me the hot sauce! Give me the hot sauce! And the Bulls have the lead by 3. I want to go higher! Oh my goodness!
Welcome to the Let's Talk Bulls podcast.
Man, what a close game. The Chicago Bulls couldn't pull it out, but they did show effort and they gave it everything they had trying to win against the Milwaukee Bucks. We're not able to extend that win streak to 5 games. We're going to talk about that today, but before we get into that, make sure if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, you like the video, you hit the subscribe button, and you hit that bell notification so you're notified when I drop more videos. We're going to have a couple videos out tomorrow, one about the game, pre-game video before we play the Nuggets, and we'll have a post-game video talking about the game. So let's get right into it. The game started out with the Bulls going down early. It looked like they were a little confused. They were not ready for the Bucks to come out with so much energy, but the thing we saw was the Bulls made adjustments. They did what I wanted to see them do. I talked about it in the pregame video. They had to make adjustments in this game, and Billy Donovan did that. He called an early timeout, and from that timeout, you saw the Bulls started to change and play the offense they know they should be playing, but it just wasn't enough. Even with great games from Coby White and DeMar DeRozan, Coby White scoring 33 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 20 shots this game. He was 6 from 10 from the three-point line. And Coby did what Coby's been doing the last few games. He's been going out there, being aggressive, getting his shot up, and also finding his teammates. 4 assists this game, but there were a few times where he did pass the ball to Vooch, and Vooch just missed the wide-open layup. I don't know what's happening with that. It seems to keep happening multiple times a game. Even Stacey King said that maybe Vooch needs to sit there and practice that shot about 1,000 times a day because he's missing super close layups right at the basket. If those go in, Coby's looking at maybe 7 to 8 assists this game. But Coby came out and did his thing. He had a hot hand. He was not afraid to pull up and take that 3, and he played the way we want to see him play. Like he is a star on this team. He's been putting together a resume for next season. I really believe if the Bulls come out next season and Coby White continues to play the way he is right now, he will be an all-star next year if he can keep this up. DeMar DeRozan also had a good game, 41 points, 2 rebounds, 11 assists. DeMar DeRozan shot 3 for 6 from three-point range today with 11 assists. It is showing that DeMar is truly trying to mesh with this offense. He's trying to change his game, but a bad part of this team, and it happens every now and then, and it definitely happened today, DeMar DeRozan sometimes forgets that he is playing this team basketball. In the fourth quarter, DeMar was having a hot game, but he was missing a lot of shots in the fourth, forcing up shots that were unnecessary, even though Coby had the hot hand, and honestly, it cost us some possessions. Now, mind you, it's DeMar DeRozan, so he still hit the game-tying layup floater to push us into overtime. But if you look at the fourth quarter and how it just kind of went out, maybe if DeMar doesn't take some of those shots, maybe we don't need a last-second layup. You can see him sometimes forcing things in the clutch. It seems like he doesn't have 100% confidence that Coby can take over that role in those moments, even if he is hot for the game. And I want to see them work on that together. But I believe, if I saw correctly during this game, this is the first time this season 2 Bulls players have scored 30 points in the same game. So seeing Coby White matching DeMar, scoring 30-plus in a game and doing what you need to do to take over is great. It just wasn't enough against this strong Bucks team. You know, you play a team with Giannis, Brook Lopez, and Damian Lillard, and it's kind of hard to win. But to see the Bulls come out against one of the best teams in the league and put up a solid fight, especially after having a 4-game win streak. It really puts in perspective that this team has made a turn. They have changed what they do. They have changed the mindset and the heart of the team. And this is how you want a Chicago Bulls team to play. We're going to keep talking about players. So Patrick Williams, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Once again, Patrick Williams getting in double figures. This is becoming a consistent thing. He's consistently every game scoring in double digits. It's happening. We're seeing Patrick Williams grow up before our eyes. He still is not at the same level as Coby, but this is the same type of thing we saw from Coby a couple years ago. We saw him have flashes. We saw him start to get a little bit consistent where he'd have, 5, 6, 7 games where he's scoring consistently, and then it would go away. But that is one of the starting points that got Coby to keep pushing forward and gain confidence. Patrick looks like he's starting to gain that confidence. 7 rebounds from Patrick Williams is what I want to see him do. He's at the power forward. We need him to get rebounds, and that's what he's producing, even getting a putback dunk. He's staying active on the floor, and that's what I want to see. I think if he continues, it's only going to grow from here. Booch had an okay game. I didn't expect much from Booch this game. We're playing Brook Lopez. We're playing Bobby Portis and Giannis. A lot of people who can give him a really hard time on the post, give him a hard time in the paint. So 14 points, 10 rebounds. He still got his double-double. But one thing I need to stop seeing is the Bulls consistently going away from the high hand, but feeling free to pass it to Vooch in the overtimes. Every time we go into overtime, we pass Vooch the ball way more than we pass anyone the ball who was doing hot before we got to overtime. And I don't understand why. I know he's a star. I know he's one of our big 3. But if Coby White is doing well, if he's leading your team, he's shooting lights out, give him the ball. Let him take over. I've been seeing some people on Twitter talking about, DeMar was taking bad shots, but he's the seasoned vet. Coby White isn't seasoned. He isn't experienced in these clutch situations. But you know how you get seasoned in clutch situations? You get put in them. The only way he's going to get experienced in clutch situations is to take the damn shot. And this team right now is not going to win a championship. They might not even make the playoffs. The best time to give him some time to check himself into these moments to see what he's made of is right now. We are in a close game. We're on a 5-game or 4-game winning streak, going to 5 if we win this game. Let him try. Let him see if he can be the man. Because if Coby White comes out and scores and wins the game for us like this, that's only going to jump his confidence even more. Now let's talk about the bench. The Bulls bench played good. They tend to do that. One person who probably should have came off the bench is Ayo Dosunmu. Him starting today did not look good. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 for 6 from field goal range, 0 from 2 from three-point range. He had a terrible game. No blocks, no steals, no turnovers. He had a completely zeroed out stat line. He basically just didn't play, pretty much. But who did play? Torrey Craig. Once again, came in and did his job. 7 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 for 5 at the three-point line. He didn't shoot as well as he did the last couple of games, but Torrey Craig showed something that we needed. With Alex Caruso out, Torrey Craig came out and gave that extra energy, diving for the ball, getting close plays, 50-50 balls. He did what he needed to do. At one point towards the end of the game, it looked like the Bulls were going to get a turnover. He dove out of bounds and passed it back to Coby, who called a timeout. This is what you need to see from your players. Effort. This is one of those games where the Bulls looked like they respected the city that was on their jersey. They came to play for us with heart and effort and love for their city, but it just wasn't enough. Even with us playing decent, even with us having a great game by Coby and DeMar, we just couldn't pull through. And one last shout out I want to give is Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond is just, it's crazy how good Andre Drummond is. Sometimes it leaves you in awe at some of the things he does. Once again, Drummond guards a guard. or a small forward on the perimeter gets down into his defensive stance and steals the ball right from him. No having to play a passing lane, no needing help, just sits down and plays straight up defense, looking like a lockdown out there. And that's what I love from Drummond. Even though he's a big man, he has heart, he's aggressive, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. And when you have a game where you have 9 points, 16 rebounds, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, which is definitely amazing from Drummond, in 14 minutes. This man had 16 rebounds in 14 minutes. Imagine if Drummond was playing 25 minutes. He had like 28 rebounds. The man is just a monster on the boards. All in all, even though the Bulls lost this game to the Bucks, and honestly, it's because Giannis came out in the fourth and did what a superstar does. He had barely scored. He barely took a lot of shots during the game, but in that fourth quarter, he took over. The Bulls came in to Milwaukee. No Zach LaVine. No Alex Caruso. And stuck in it with one of the best teams in the entire league. They didn't just stick in it. They had a chance at winning. And this is what you want to see from your team. Win or lose, I don't care anymore for this season if we win or lose. I just want to see development, and I want to see people give a damn about being on the floor. And this was one of those games that I am proud to say I am a Bulls fan. So with that, leave down in the comment section, how do you feel about the game? Are you happy with how we played? Are you still pissed off that we lost? Let me know. Let's have a discussion. And with that, y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the videos. Peace.